Well, good morning people, how are you all doing? It's a dry, slightly overcast day, and today I want to talk about free speech in reply to a video I watched by Suffolk Andy. So, let's get on with it.
Shut up and sit down.
Yeah, I watched a video by Suffolk Andy, his latest vlog I think, or one of his latest vlogs, where he got some feedback on a video he posted quite a long time ago about his hometown, and he got a reply from a woman saying that he was racist and bigoted and blah blah blah. For the record, Andy, you're not racist, you're not bigoted. I watched your video and there was absolutely nothing wrong in there that you said at all, which means I'm probably going to get loads of abuse now by all these bloody snowflakes, far lefties, that incidentally want free speech. They want to be able to voice their opinion. But, and this is where it really gets me, is yes, they want free speech and they want to be able to voice their opinions and all this lot, but anybody who doesn't have the same view as them, they won't let talk. You're not allowed to voice your opinion. Free speech doesn't account to those who don't agree with them. I mean, a typical example, Antifa, and there's plenty of videos and articles and everything which are all genuine on about Antifa and groups like them who are peaceful demonstrators who like to voice their opinion about things that are racist or politically incorrect. Yeah, anybody stands up to them and says, look, wait a minute, that's wrong, or has a different opinion to them. They call them racist, they shout abuse at them, they physically attack them. Anyway, get some fuel. Aye, number one, love, please. Right, that's fuel done. Let me set my fuel meter, trip meter rather. Right, where were I? Yeah, Antifa. Yeah, it's all well documented that they are the biggest bigots of all and the biggest anti-free speech people there are. You know, if you don't agree with them, you're screwed. You know, they've petrol bombed houses, they've killed people. You know, there's documentary filmmakers that got into their groups, integrated themselves into Antifa themselves, and they filmed members organising demonstrations and arranging what bloody weapons they were going to take. There were machetes and knives and swords. There were even guns. You know, I think one person took a sawn-off shotgun, another person had a couple of handguns that they were going to take, and they were all taking bloody Stanley knives and craft knives. But that's how society's become, and personally I blame it all on EU Parliament. That's a totally different subject, but I blame it on them because they brought in all these legislations against hate speech and all this political correct bullshit that if you say anything that could be deemed, now not proven, this is deemed politically incorrect by anybody, that's anybody at all, which basically means that you can say something and if one single person doesn't like what you say, then it's politically incorrect, it's offensive to that one person, even though millions could agree with you. Yeah, there's jokes that have been going on Facebook for years and years and years. And yes, they can be risque, they can be very slightly offensive, but they're jokes. It's humour. There's no such thing as a racist joke. Something that's racist isn't a joke, and I totally agree with that. But there's no such thing as a racist joke or a homophobic joke. You know, they are what they are jokes. It's humour. And if it can't be taken as humour and you're upset by it, then you need to get a fucking life. You do. Seriously. You know, there's thousands of comedians that make their living standing on stage and telling jokes that are, they are down to the knuckles sometimes, and they're not offensive. You know, they're cringeworthy and they're, oh my god, I can't believe you just said that type joke. But that's what they are. They're said in good humour, and they're not taking fun of a person's colour, a person's sexuality, a person's gender. What they are doing is taking the mickey out of a situation that involves a person of questionable gender or sexuality or race or religion. You know, that is the nature of comedy, and it's same for free speech. Although they're not selling jokes, if someone says anything, the slightest little thing that could be deemed racist, sexist, homophobic, you know, whatever, you know, if the facts, they cannot be racist. You know, Andy mentions about immigrants in his hometown, you know, contributing towards housing crisis and jobs, and well, not jobs, but yeah. You know what I mean? And this woman kicked off. It wasn't a racist. It is a fact. If you go to his hometown and look at all the council statistics for sexual orientation, race, religion, housing, number of immigrants that have been rehoused, it's all there in black and white. A fact cannot be racist. It's a fact. It just winds me up so much. I mean, our country is becoming, well, what is it becoming? It's becoming a nation of fucking pansies. So-called do-gooders that want freedom of speech, but if you say anything against them or wrong, they won't allow you free speech. You know, I'm English and I'm proud to be English. I don't like the way this country is going, and I do genuinely feel that if it goes on any further, any longer, there is going to be an uprising. There needs to be an uprising. There'll be civil war, but it needs everybody to rise up together. What the fuck are you doing? Anyway, take a break for a moment. Let you catch your breath. Well, let me catch my breath while I go do my bit of shopping. So, see you in a bit. Well, hello again, people. That's my meal replacement sport and my e-liquid. Try using your indicator. Well, because it's such a nice day, I'm going to nip down to Oasis and have a hot chocolate. Yeah, I've totally forgot where I was now with my conversation. Somewhere along the lines of, it's absolutely disgusting that the government is pandering to all these people that feel offended by comments that are just general comments, jokes, statements that don't mean anything in themselves. People just take it wrong way, and if they feel they take it wrong way, like I said, 1 in a billion, that that person can get blocked on YouTube, blocked on Facebook, lose the page. They can even go to court and get prosecuted. It's so wrong. I mean, for God's sakes, they're even giving police officers an extra couple of days off for them to get over getting upset. It's in job description. Yeah, fair enough. If you've suffered some traumatising event, then you might need counselling or sick time to get over it and get your head sorted. That's obvious. It's like I'm just lost for words. People are asking now for safe rooms. If they get offended or they get upset or a comment's made about the sexuality or the gender or don't get me started on bloody genders. As far as I'm concerned, there's two genders. There's male, there's female. It's as simple as that. You're born with what you're born with. If you decide to change it, then it's totally up to you. It still makes you fundamentally male or female. However you were born. But I mean, safe rooms. I mean, we're raising a nation of crybabies. Slightest little thing, and they go running to headmaster, authorities, or whatever. Say, I want a safe room. I need somewhere where I can go cry in peace without persecution. Get a fucking life and grow up, will you? God's sake. That gets me on to something else. I just says God's sake. I'm not a religious person. Yes, I was born christened Roman Catholic. Obviously, when I was a small child, so or against my will. Does that mean I can sue my parents for christening me a Roman Catholic when I'd not decided what religion I was at the time? That's a joke, by the way. Anyway, time for a hot chocolate. So, I will speak to you in a bit, folks. But before I go, let's just have a minute and let's take a deep breath. Calm themselves down, looking at the sea and the sky. And then some inconsiderate cunt stops right in front of you while you're getting a nice view. Come on, hurry up, bearded man. Oh, that's beardist. How can I be beardist when I've got a beard myself? Right, start again. Let's have a look at that nice view for a minute. Take a deep breath and relax. There you go. Let everything calm and disappear. And that's enough. Well, hello again, people. I just enjoyed a really nice hot chocolate just sat in the sun, although the sun's now gone in, just chilling. Go home now because I think Paul Bateman's coming over for afternoon. Shall we get back on topic? Or shall I leave it because I was getting a little bit wound up? Do you know what? Fuck it, let's have a rant. So, back to Suffolk Andy. Have you watched his video? Do you think he were racist? Obviously, you know I don't think he were. Not in the slightest. But this country is becoming a right mess. Mainly because of all the political correctness. It's just going way, way, way too far. You're getting people saying, oh, that's racist, that's politically incorrect. About just about anything now. And it needs sorting out, it does. But it's same with a lot of things. You know, it's just things are changing too much, and you know, our future leaders, they're just softies. They've got no idea about life. They've no idea about freedom of speech. I mean, there was a group of people, and this really wound me up. There's a cafe somewhere, and it had a picture of Winston Churchill in, and there were a group of people from Antifa or something like that, and they walked into the cafe with banners and started creating all the hell, saying people shouldn't go to the cafe because it's got Winston Churchill in, and he's a racist, and he's a bigot, and he's a murderer, and everything else. I mean, come on, people. Winston Churchill is one of our greatest leaders. You know, without him and his speeches and how he got people to grow the balls and to tackle our enemies, it's what made this country great. I mean, we've always been great, that's why they call it Great Britain. But for attacking Winston Churchill, it's bloody ridiculous. Yeah, and the only reason they attacked him is because they deemed that he was a racist and a bigot. Which he wasn't. He was an Englishman, he was proud, and he wanted to protect our country and our values and our morals. If it weren't for the fact that he was a rock and it was his strength and his determination that let us win the war, you know, we'd be ruled by Nazis, and then you'd have a fucking problem about freedom of speech, wouldn't you? It goes to media as well. You know, media, they're pandering towards all these snowflakes, all these pathetic imbeciles who moan about anything they could possibly think about just because it might offend them, because they deem that it's offensive. Not that it is offensive, they just deem it to be offensive because they want a world of peace and harmony and no trials and tribulations, and they want everybody to love each other. In an ideal world, yeah, that's what we all want, but it ain't gonna happen. It's human nature. You know, human nature dictates how the world is. And let's face it, it's shit. That'll never change. You'll never get this utopia that people dream of. You know, it'll never ever happen. Yes, we can all do as bit to try and make the world a better place, but by kicking off and attacking people, slagging them off, saying you want free speech, you know, you don't believe in whatever they're saying, and then not letting them say their piece to defend themselves, it's just wank. You know, they all say that, you know, that far left and that it's all about freedom of speech and freedom of choice. But the way that they're trying to dictate things is, you know, they want a dictatorship. They want Stalin's Russia. You know, they are, in essence, communists. So how can they say that they want this utopia, this wonderful place where no one ever falls out and everybody loves each other and there's no harm or anything in the world, when what they're actually doing is by their own actions creating a dictatorship? I've got to admit, I watched Humanity, Ricky Gervais on stage, and he words it fantastically with some brilliant examples. So if you haven't watched it, check it out. It's on Amazon Prime or Netflix or something like that. And he definitely hits the mark. He's bang on point, basically about everything I've just said. Mainly the point about humour and being offended, and the state of our country and what the world's coming to. As the saying goes, never a true word spoken in jest. Anyway, folks, I'm going to leave it there. I think I've ranted on enough. So, thanks for joining me. Hope you've enjoyed it. Sorry about the ranting, but I just had to get it out there. Yeah, ride safe, be strong, talk freely, and I'll catch you later. Bye for now.
Shut up and sit down.